TikTok Live is a great way to grow your audience and your business. I've gained over 100,000 followers alone just from live streaming, and I'm talking about business and products. In this video, I'm gonna share my process so you can grow too. Make sure you stick around to the end because I'm gonna give you my secrets for creating a live stream content calendar. Now let's dive in. So first, you need to understand that in order to go live, you must have 1,000 followers on your TikTok account. Once you hit 1,000, it'll automatically update. If you need help getting to your first 1,000 followers, we have a link in the description. So one of the first things you wanna do before you go live, you want to actually have an agenda. You wanna have bullet points of what it is that you're going to be talking about. As a business, you have to know what are you gonna be offering on the actual live. Are you gonna give them a free tool for them to opt into? Are you going to be driving them to other social media accounts? Are you gonna sell a product? That's gonna help you with your title, with your agenda, and then what you're doing when you're actually live. Next, if you're gonna go live on a regular basis, go live at a consistent time. People love to know when you're going live so they know to be there with their notes and their pens ready to capture what it is that I'm saying that particular day. So the way that my lives go every single day is I join in the live and I start to introduce myself to people and have them introduce themselves to me. Hey Tiffany, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome from New York City. Then I tell them this is what we're gonna talk about today. So grab your paper, grab your pen, and I tell them make sure you're taking notes because this video is not gonna save. It also gives me the lead in to be able to offer them other things, which we'll get to in just a second. As I'm doing the live stream, I'm telling them we're gonna talk about X, Y, and Z. Today, we're gonna talk about 3 ways to earn income using TikTok. And I usually give them about 3 bullet points. I will teach for about 10 or 15 minutes. In that time of teaching, I will say, save your questions for the end so I can get through what I want to teach, and then you'll be able to ask your questions. Because oftentimes people will be asking questions while you're teaching and you can't read the comments because you're trying to stick to your agenda. But if you're telling them, hey, I'm gonna get to your question at the end, then that will cause people to stay there until the end so they are able to ask their question. And then at the end of this, I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity to be able to ask questions. Also, I have some goals. One of my goals could be to get them to follow me on Instagram or to opt into my email list with a free tool. As the numbers continue to climb, I may stop after I finish bullet point number 1 and I would say, hey, listen, this video is not gonna save because I don't have that feature here on TikTok. However, if you guys want to learn from me on a regular basis or you want to binge watch a bunch of my videos, come and follow me on Instagram at Kia Kelly. And I begin to tell them all about my live streams on Instagram and how they can watch the replays of that on Instagram TV. And that makes my numbers climb on Instagram when I do that. In addition to that, I will then reference my opt-in freebie if I'm not promoting Instagram. People usually stay because remember, they want to ask their question at the end. Once I finish with my bullet points, I will then tell the audience that, hey, listen, it's time for Q&A. Go ahead and ask your questions. I will also let them know that the comments are zooming by really quickly and that potentially they will have to ask their questions twice because I may have missed it. So let's go ahead and get into the Q&A portion. This is gonna move really, really quickly. If you feel like I ignored your question, I probably didn't see it. When I do that, of course, I'm finding a lot more engagement happening with the video because everybody wants to make sure that I see their question. I'm also asking people to share the video because they're able to share the video outside of the TikTok platform and they're sharing on Instagram, on Twitter, Facebook, and that's just driving more people to my account at that point. And I'm also saying, be sure to follow me because when you go live, it's not just going live to people that follow you. People could be watching your video from the For You page and you give them a call to action, follow me. And oftentimes you will see the message that said followed host, and that means somebody that did not know you found your live and now they're following you. So you may be asking yourself, what do I go live about? Well, as promised, here is my secret for creating a live content calendar. As business people, it's so important that everything we do has an end result. So number 1, know what we're selling each month. So that way, when you're creating your live content calendar, you know exactly what you're selling, whether that is a product or service, get someone to follow us on another social media platform, or to get someone to opt into their list. Tip number 2 is identifying what could you teach every day or every other day for 10 to 15 minutes. Most times what I do is a brain dump. If I know I'm trying to sell consulting services and I want to talk to new entrepreneurs, then I will write a list of things that most entrepreneurs deal with. And I will take one topic each day and talk about that for 10 minutes and then do the live Q&A and then sell them on whatever it is I'm trying to sell. And if you're selling a physical product, such as skincare, then make a list of related topics. For example, what sun does to your skin, what sleeping and your makeup does, and what type of moisturizer you should use. Something like that. And once you have your list of topics, assign one topic to each day and then know where you're leading them, to your landing page and the link in your bio, to your physical product or your social media accounts. Now, if you're serious about selling on TikTok Live, I've got an in-depth training in this video, or for more TikTok tips, watch this playlist. See you over there.